Right. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to something called Gone Fishing. Which is a game where you go fishing and you get things. This is most bizarre. I don't even know what it is I'm getting. Are they fish? I think they're fish. There's also bits of wood. Why am I going on this bizarre expedition? This reminds me a bit of... what's it called? There's a game where you're like... you've got like a big hook on the end of a rope and you like throw it off into the water and you catch like resources that are floating by and then you use that to like build up a base on your boat. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't seen that game in years. Give me the thing. Thank you. This is most bizarre. I have no idea why I'm doing this, or what I'm hoping to achieve with it, but I'm going to have many, many fish. Where I come from, fish don't swim on the surface, they kind of swim under the water. But never mind. Oh, there's a bottle of booze! I'd better have that. Just wait for it to line up, and there we go. Hooray! I now have some alcohol. And some fish. Goodness, I can have fish and wine for dinner. How marvellous. Not very marvellous because my aim is a bit dreadful, but what else is new? And I've got some wood, I can make a nice table. I could use one of the bottles to hold a little candle in it. I could make a lovely romantic dinner. The smell of fish and ocean air isn't exactly going to add to the atmosphere, but never mind. Am I actually achieving anything with this, or is this just like a mini game? Is this just like a program that somebody has set? Oh, going in the loading screen just to like keep the character busy and hide the loading screen. Hi, friend. Okay, you don't like being hooked. I just wanted somebody to have my romantic dinner with. I'm kind of a bit lonely here. A corpse, definitely not a good sign. Unless you're an undertaker or an embalmer, or a detective that gets paid by the case, then no, a corpse is never a good sign. Speaking of bad signs, all of my treasure has floated away. Oh well. Maybe I'm not here for treasure. Maybe I'm just here to clean the oceans of all the horrible pollution. Maybe that's the case. Maybe I really should have taken a break during this 2-hour-long recording session because my voice is going amazingly hoarse. This is actually kind of fun, though. Just the mechanic of... I'm sorry, Cthulhu, did I wake you? Just the mechanic of grabbing things as they pass by is quite sort of fun and enjoyable, sort of lining things up and timing them. And it sort of comes quite naturally and quite easily, so... I think there are going to be some horror elements, judging by that corpse. At least I should hope so. But yeah. Just purely from a gameplay perspective, this is actually quite entertaining. I'm not very good at it, but that's alright. Oh, there's another boat. Perhaps I can capture that, and I can upgrade. I can expand from a little boat into a... Why is there a massive rubber duck? Give me that big old boat. Okay, you don't want me to have the big old boat. What about the big old duck? I'm very far away, I have to toss a very long line. I have the duck. Hooray. I am now very proud of myself. That boat, what happened to it? Nothing good. It's got a hole in it. Boats that have holes in it seldom have enjoyed happy lives. I'm starting to think this wasn't a good idea. I think I'm having a bit too much of the wine, sea air, raw fish combo. I think that might be a little bit damaging to my psyche. Goodness, can I hook this and like hold it in my hand or anything? No, okay. My word. This is fun and mysterious. What's the next random thing we're going to see, I wonder? The answer to that is my aim getting really, really poor. Hi, gentlemen. Okay. This game keeps pulling a curveball. Which is quite impressive given that we've only been going for 5 minutes. I haven't got a clue what's going on. I've collected so much. Have I not reached the shore yet? We have collected lots of things. Anybody would think that our boat would have sunk by now. So we're crossing some sort of channel. Are we leaving from Brighton and going to Calais? Cleaning out a bit of pollution along the way, grabbing a bit of dinner, and going slightly bonkers in the process. Now, if that isn't a weekend trip, I don't know what is. What? Something betrays... Lucifer betrays... Something obeys? I can't read what that says. It's coming and going too fast. Oh, evening, mate. How are you doing? Ending 1, Lost at Sea. There were multiple endings. The goals were never found. You failed to escape this hell which you have entered. You were lost. Oh. Okay. I had no idea this game had multiple endings. Okay. So, how do you get different endings then? Was that because I threw the line at the boat and the corpse? Or because I got the duck, maybe? Or was it just because I got so much stuff? Was I just supposed to sit there and let things pass by without me doing anything? I have no idea. I'm going to play the game once more, and I'm not going to collect anything. I'm just going to sit here and have a lovely little sit and relax and enjoy the wondrous view I have of the inside of this slightly sooty cloud. And we're going to see if we get a different ending by doing absolutely nothing. I'm not going to touch a single control. Okay, the duck keeps appearing. And it's it seems like things are not going to progress until I get to the duck. We've had multiples of the duck. The ducks seem to be breeding. So I've got the duck. It seems I accidentally grabbed a fish or something along with it, which I do sincerely apologise on that. But I have the duck now, because we've been going 7 or 8 minutes, and the first run it took 5 or 6. So we'll give it a little while longer, see what else happens. Here's the last toast of the evening. Here's to those that still believe. All the ducks have gone, so I'm hopeful that it worked. Da da dee 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 dee. Well, the ducks have stopped. I caught a half dozen or so, and since then I haven't seen a single duck. And then I went and opened my big fat pie hole, and then a load more ducks turned up. This is very bizarre. I am wondering whether you need to collect stuff in order to actually progress, because we've been going on this try for a good 12 or 13 minutes. So I am genuinely beginning to wonder whether the ducks are just there as a randomness, and I'm supposed to be collecting more stuff in order to actually trigger the rest of the endings to occur. So I'm a bit befuddled, really. I don't really know how you'd get the rest of the endings. I thought not collecting things, or just collecting the ducks, or not interacting with the boat or the corpse that floated by, which never seemed to appear. Or the bottles are starting now. So if I remember correctly, the bottles didn't start for a while, so I'm beginning to wonder whether we're now progressing to the next stage, which is the bottles, and then progress to the next stage, which is the body, and then the boat. And it's only now that I've just collected up enough stuff in order to activate that, meaning this entire 15-minute exercise was a total waste of everybody's time, most of all mine. Goodness, never mind. That was gone fishing. If you would like to try and figure out what the other endings are, as ever, there's a link in the description. If you do figure out what the other endings are, please do let me know. I would be most interested to know what those sorts of things are. But, it's fun. It's got a fun little mechanic, which allows the game to be slightly slower paced, in order to still deliver its weird story, which is a nice little blending of didgeridoo-dahs. So I hope you enjoyed that collection of didgeridoo-dahs. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.